All right, here we go. It's episode 332, and we are going on one. Three, two, one. Holy shit. Dude, 5-on-1, and he's giving them all they want. You know how rock beats scissors? Apparently, wood beats stone somehow. You think we'll ever find out what happened to Yamamoto? Speaking of wood style. I knew you were going to kick our asses. Ah, Jesus. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Hope we got gas masks. Yeah. Like, does this son bitch have, like, unlimited chakra? Like, what the hell, man? Yeah. Tell you what, man. His character arc has been my favorite in the series. Something told me, even back in the day, just some. I had a feeling he just wasn't going to be a lick spittle the entire series. You know, that's why I kept expecting him to backstab Orochimaru. Turned out he knew was never going to. But that's why I thought that, right? Because I thought he was just going to ascend. There was something about him. Sometimes you see the potential in people. Like I said, does he have infinite chakra? Like, how the hell is this possible? Shit. Now they're writing all the pollen, right? Oh, great. Jesus Christ, man. He he makes a forest, throws you in the middle of the forest, and burns it down. That's pretty badass. Well, you are screwed. So let's just try to workshop this. He doesn't have infinite chakra. Nobody does. So he probably has more chakra than most people, but he must be able to use it way more efficiently, right? It's like the Dresden Files. They talk about how you use wands and staffs and bracelets and things that focus your power, so that say you have 100 units of power, and it takes you 100 units of power to do this thing, whatever it is you want to do. Say you want to burn a hole in the, you blow a door off its hinges. Okay, so you're trying to blow a door off its hinges. Normally, it take you 100 units of power. If you have a focus, like the bracelet, maybe it only takes you 50 units of power. And if you have a ring that can focus power, maybe it only takes you 20 units of power. The wand, it only takes you 10 units of power. The staff, it only takes you 5 units of power. So to do the same thing that require you 100 by yourself, using the proper tool takes it from 100 down to 5, accomplishing the same thing. And Dresden Files is like this, and that you only have so much magic per day. You generate magic. You can only use so much per day, and you're tapped out. You can't do any spells. Same thing here. So maybe normally it would take 100 chakra to create the forest, but he is so good at focusing his power that it only takes him 5. And that's why it seems like he does these crazy ass spells and does this shit that generates this shit that it may take 5 other shinobi everything they have in a day to generate. And he does it like it's nothing and then just burns it to the ground. Maybe he's doing that because he's so focused. It takes very little chakra to accomplish what it would take other people with a lot more chakra. That's my only possible headcanon. And that's just headcanon, right? Like, I don't know. But, like, how could he be constantly generating so much magic? My thought is he's super focused. He's very efficient in how he uses his chakra. Not even the combined power of all 5 villages can stand up to this dude. And Toby's probably better than him. That's what makes him so scary. Yep. At least you haven't thrown your back out in the last few episodes. So now we go into another flashback. Get off my ass, old man. Just wait till you meet Killer B. You better put some respect in its name. Wow, the massive disrespect. He learned how to be an old man from this old man. Our bedrock, huh? Are you shitting me? I'm teaching you a lesson. Really? I doubt that. Well, so you are judging a book by its cover. I heard that was bad. You know, that ugly nose works for an old man. It doesn't work for a kid. On your knees, bitch. Let's see. He was a dick in real life, too. This we've seen before. We hadn't seen that previous flashback. Or part. We saw parts of this anyway. How dare you? I like this kid. He's got fire. That's why he lasted as long as he did. There's a lot of people that are his contemporaries who aren't still alive here in the present day. Yeah. And there's no music, so it'd be kind of weird. I like that. I like how they incorporate their flashbacks for the most part. This was very well done. Yeah. Like I said, he's got fire. Yeah. Atomic. You have my attention. Get this. In other words, get this shit out of my face. Yeah. I would feel bad about the forest, but it was just generated, so it doesn't matter. There's no excuse for making such an excuse. Slap. Hey, losers, get up. He had to pull him up by himself. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna run out of chocolate, despite what I was saying before. Right. Frankenstein's weapon, at least. Yes, it explains why you have unlimited power, right? Now imagine him, but with the ten-tailed beast, right? That's what Toby's trying to do here. Just do whatever the hell you want as much as you want for as long as you want. That's what their goal is, right? No limits. Birds annoy me. It's interesting that he's still a sword first kind of guy, right? Well, this is awkward. Boom goes the dynamite. The hell you looking at? Yeah. Now that's a commercial break. He's like, what the actual fudge? Hey, speak up. I can't hear you. I died now. He just went on like you don't even matter. You don't matter. He's like, well, I'm going to forget about whatever the hell I was up to before. This is more important. I got a mission. I ain't waiting. I wasn't expecting this soon. I said, no, I'm on a mission. Oh, shit. Get that weak sauce out of here. You're still weak. Well, death is underrated. I'm on a mission from God. He's all the way back to being an 8-year-old boy again. Yeah. I'm running towards something, not away from you. You don't know shit. You only know what Toby told you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Everybody else is an illusion, but I'm real. And yet I still have my eyes. Whatever corpse he's inhabiting, but you know what I mean. Those people aren't around anymore. They're not in charge. That's why his quest is so foolish, you know? Yeah. You know, at some point, you gotta stop blaming your brother. And shit is just on you. Oh, well, that makes me feel better about you butchering me and my family. You don't hate us. You just did what you had to do. Yeah, I question it. This is all it takes, man. It'd be like me running into one of my stepfathers now today, right? Of course, they'd be like 100 years old, but let's say they were the age they were then, which is basically my age. I'd probably just be like the little boy I was when I was with them, right? It's it's hard. That's your question. You're younger, dumbass. Yeah, but you. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Okay, I see what you're saying. Interesting. Again, though, this is all just so Sasuke has no agency whatsoever. It's all his brother did all this shit. You know, I don't believe that. I think it's an excuse. You want your main characters to have agency, not just be puppets for other people. You didn't try very hard. Well, that shows a little bit of agency, doesn't it? That he didn't do this. Yeah. What about Toby's lies? You know what I'm thinking of. How do you know that? Now I'm going to go even faster. This is on brand. This is on brand. He never stops to talk to him ever his whole life. I'm running towards something. Oh shit, that would be a game changer. I have a name, asshole. So this is personal, I suppose. I mean, he's been cleaning the forest floor with you. There ain't shit you can do. Really? Why do you think people in the past were more powerful than they are now? All these old people are more powerful than anybody who's alive today. Why is that? Well, I'm not going to stand here and monologue like you are. He's trying to make you feel bad. I don't like oatmeal because it's weak. I only like freshly squeezed orange juice because it's not weak. I ain't justifying myself to this son bitch. Yeah, thank you for noticing. I mean, physical strength has very little to do with what we see on this show. Every now and somebody will catch a fist, right? But typically they're throwing magic at each other or they're outsmarting each other. It has nothing to do with physical strength. Tear that ass up. That's a pretty badass way to end the episode. So to answer my own question, I wonder if there were fewer ninja in the world 200 years ago. Could they each tap into more magic? Is there like a central source for chakra? We all think it comes. I think it comes from the human body, right? We generate it. Animals generate it. Plants generate it a little bit. You know, the nature. Was it sage magic or something that comes from nature? Like that. Like nature also generates it, right? What if we're wrong about that? What if it comes from somewhere and it comes through people? It doesn't matter how much you can access. If you use up too much of it, you can't access it for a while. It's kind of like a pipe. Let's say a pipe that your hot water's flowing through it overheats, and so it has to turn off the hot water for a while. An analogy, not a good one, but it kind of gets their point across. So what if there's a central source of magic? Then when there's fewer people accessing magic, they can each access more magic. That would be an explanation for why everybody in the past is a badass and people today can't match what people were able to do in the past. That's the only headcanon I can come up with for that. There could be other reasons. It could be like a genetic thing, like the genetics have gotten weaker over the years. Each generation is less powerful, just genetically, because you've watered down the line somehow. Like maybe you should have been interbreeding. Interbreeding comes with its own problems. But I don't know. I just think it could just be a convenience of storytelling, in that you say the old people in the past were badasses. Like they do this in Harry Potter as well. Four people who founded Hogwarts, each one of them was more powerfully magically than anybody we ever see in the story, including Dumbledore and Voldemort. Right? Any one of them could do these amazing things that nobody today can do. Sometimes you just do that. It's like this is the high watermark of power, and none of us can achieve this, but it's aspirational. So this is what, and now the fact you're bringing these people back, we have to fight them, makes it even more interesting. But that could be what it is. That's probably all it is. I'm probably way overthinking this. But there would have to be a reason. Like, why is everybody in the past so incredibly awesome, and then we all kind of suck today? Like, we can only achieve but this much, and in the past they could do this much. Why? Why is that? Well, my little theory I just pulled out of my ass here, a central location of power would explain it. But I don't expect it to be explained in the show.